Thank you to Daniel Chu for the processional music. Good evening. I am Dr. Collier, principal of the 10 through 12 Center. I would like to welcome all of the parents, grandparents, siblings, friends, teachers, and special guests to the Springford Area High School and tonight's National Honor Society induction ceremony. Over 65 years ago, the Springford National Honor Society was chartered, and tonight is our 67th induction ceremony. At this time, I ask that we take a moment, stand, and recite the pledge to our nation's flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. In just a few moments, we will acknowledge 117 fine young adults who have fulfilled all the requirements necessary for induction into the Springford National Honor Society. I would like to congratulate the efforts of not only the students who will be inducted this evening, but the support systems each one may have in your parents, friends, families, and teachers. We will hear tonight that our inductees have demonstrated the qualities of scholarship, leadership, character, and service. Students, our hope is that these ideals continue to shape your actions and motivate you long after induction as well. Congratulations on your hard work and dedication. Tonight, our inductees will be introduced in 3 waves. Each wave will proceed to the risers individually, and a group picture will be taken before leaving the stage. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Rizzo, Superintendent of Schools, for a few remarks.
Good evening. Tonight represents the culmination of a tremendous amount of work and effort, as well as the beginning of a journey toward immeasurable successes and opportunities. Please know that on behalf of our school board, our administration, and our staff, we are supremely proud of you, of your accomplishments, and we congratulate you on tonight's induction. It is by no accident that you are here this evening and are now in league with prior graduates that took advantage of all that Springford has to offer. As you hear tonight, these candidates have demonstrated exemplary performance in the areas of scholarship, leadership, character, and service, to which are the cornerstone qualities of the National Honor Society. To illustrate this point, just a little bit of data. We have 117 students being inducted tonight. They have completed 5,265 hours of community service. They have all participated in a variety of school-sponsored clubs, music programs, and athletic teams, while maintaining a 95% or higher overall GPA since their 9th grade year. Each student came highly recommended by their teachers, their coaches, and their program leaders. To sum it up, you've all been pretty busy. So as I wrap up my time, I want to again say congratulations and thank you for being great ambassadors to Springford. And I'd like to now welcome your house principal, Mr. Gavin Lawler. Thank you.
Faculty, parents, and students, welcome to the 2023 NHS Induction Ceremony. We gather here to formally recognize students who are being inducted as new members of our NHS chapter. These students have been selected by the faculty of our school for successfully completing their candidacy requirements. For current members and former members who may be among our guests, we remind you of the standards of excellence you are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. Our chapter is proud to have inducted members from decades and today's ceremony, inductees, our chapter is proud to have been inducting members for decades, and today's ceremony indicates the continuous emphasis on excellence that we represent from our community and our school. Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as role models for our students. In addition to the strong academic records which establish our students' eligibility for membership, Our chapter's members are leaders in many school organizations throughout our school and community. We are proud of these accomplishments as we welcome inductees who will bring new energy and support to our continued work excuse me, in the National Honor Society. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Jeremy Iannelli, our keynote speaker, to address our current members and new inductees.
Is the podium low enough, is my first question. Okay. Good evening, parents, families, staff, administrators, National Honor Society senior members, and National Honor Society inductees. My name is Jeremy Iannelli, and I am the computer science teacher here at Springford Area High School. I'd like to start off by offering a congratulations to the new members of the National Honor Society. Students, tonight you reach the summit of the mountain that you've been climbing for the last 3 years. Your accomplishments are worthy of my respect, my admiration, and of course, a round of applause. The National Honor Society is a club which focuses on 4 main pillars: leadership, character, service, and most notably, scholarship. I could go on talking about these 4 pillars for the next few minutes, but I think you're going to hear a lot more about them as the night goes on. I know, I read the script. So, instead of talking about that, I would like to talk about what I believe is the 5th pillar of the National Honor Society. A 5th ideal that each of our students has in spades as they enter the National Honor Society. Of course, the ideal that I'm talking about is a fear of failure. To be inducted to the National Honor Society, our students have to accumulate a variety of accolades. They have to get teacher recommendations, complete service hours, write essays about leadership, and of course, they must achieve and maintain a 95% overall GPA. That's a 4.0 for those of you playing along at home. This is no small ask of even the best of our students. As I look out into the crowd, I see many familiar faces this evening. I am honored to call many of you my students. I can tell you, parents, families, administrators, and everyone else, from personal experience, that these are truly some of the best, most capable, brightest, and kindest young people that we have here in our Springford community. That said, I can also tell you that they are some of the most high-strung, tightly wound, and academically obsessed people that I've ever had the pleasure of working with as a teacher. School is a game. This is a conversation that I have in my classroom with all of my students. It's a game that we're all required to play by law. Some days we love playing it, other days we don't, but we're still required to play. But the game has so many positive qualities that we all touch on every day within these walls. Learning how to maintain good social relationships, learning the value of hard work, perseverance, achievement, learning new things, and the list goes on. But at the end of the day, we always seem to focus on the score of the game, don't we? That number from a scale of 0 to 4.0. That seems to be what we come back to, isn't it? Over and over again. We seem to brush aside all of the other positive byproducts of the education system and come back to the academics. Before I was a teacher, I attended the University of Pittsburgh, hail to Pitt. Best school in the state, by the way. And I graduated an electrical engineer from the Swanson School of Engineering. My undergraduate GPA was a 2.736. Not exactly National Honor Society material. I was close. I was only off by about 40%. But I am an engineer. When I go home at night and look at the wall in my wife's office, I see my receipt on the wall. And it says, Jeremy Ionelli, Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. I went on to have a 7-year career as an automation and controls engineer. I traveled the world. I met some of the brightest, kindest, most interesting people I've ever worked with. And I took so much pleasure and pride in learning from them because they were smarter than I was. When I left the field of engineering and came to education, my goal was to make new engineers and inspire young people to be challenged and to do things that are outside of their comfort zone. Being bold and being brave is what greatness is made of. If you are not being challenged, you are not growing. If you don't fall short sometimes, you are not being challenged. And here I stand looking at a sea of 4.0s, which are rightly earned, by the way, and you should be proud. My message to you, inductees and senior members, is when you leave these walls, what's going to happen when you're not perfect anymore? The great boxer Mike Tyson, one of the greatest athletes of the last 50 years, once famously said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. Everybody feels great about themselves until they fall short. Until they get a 21% on a Chemistry 2 midterm. Not that I'm talking about anyone in particular here. Until they see the 2.736. Until they're sitting in a classroom surrounded by brilliant minds and they realize, I'm not the brilliant one anymore. What happens then? Students, I challenge you this evening to go forth and represent yourselves and our school and our community with pride and with fervor, and I know that you will. But I caution you, perfection is the enemy of progress. If you are not challenged, you are not growing. There will come a time, whether in your career or your collegiate study, when you will no longer be perfect, and it is okay. The grade on the paper does not define you. How you respond, how you grow, how you adapt, how you treat others, how you treat yourself, and how consistent you are. That's what defines you. Congratulations on your induction. I thank you for having me here. Have a good night.
And I am the president of the Springford chapter of the National Honor Society. It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in our cohesive organization has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 pillars that serve as our standards. Our chapter officers will now review these pillars for the candidates. First, Albany V., Vice President of our chapter, will introduce the pillar of scholarship.
Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. Scholars strive to learn even when formal education has ended, for our educational journey never truly ends. Knowledge is the blueprint that allows us to reach our highest potential and succeed, and it can be acquired through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
Leadership. Leadership is taking initiative in the classroom and outside of it. It's having the self-confidence to go forward when others hesitate. It's sincerity, striving to train and help others reach the goals and aspirations closest to their hearts. The price of leadership is sacrifice, yielding one's personal interests for the fulfillment of others. A wise leader is needed in every community to make it whole, united, and truly powerful. Thus, to lead is a meaningful and substantive charge to each of our members. Our chapter secretary, Alexander Plonsky, will now describe the pillar of character.
Character can be considered the bedrock of identity, setting one apart from the rest in society. It is the essence of our individuality and it exudes our moral integrity. As a driving force, it provides direction and guidance, evolving with us over time as we continue to develop as students, citizens, and people. Unlike an inherent trait, character is something that must be earned through our consistent, conscious effort in real life by taking actions that align with our values. The crew of character building lies within the challenge of self-control, whereby we must embody the virtues that we wish to portray to the world, rather than just outwardly appearing to have them. One cannot possess great character without great courage to act according to our virtues. By demonstrating virtues such as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we can become a shining example of the value of character. Our chapter treasurer, Kristen Roddy, will now describe the pillar of service.
Service can be established in the routine of the day's work where many opportunities arise to help others both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or public recognition is the quality we seek in our membership and promote for the entire student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow.
At this time, we'll present our new inductees. Please step forward onto the stage when your name is called to receive your token of membership. Lena Ackerman. Allison Adams. Allison Adams. Gina Agabegi. Sophia Aloka. Patrick Bagansky. Michael Barr. Ava Benton. Aratrika Barwash. Tyler Borzillo. Callahan. Nicole Ciccone. Ankita Chakraborty. Purvi Chandra Kumar. Erica Clemens. Hayden Collier. Madison Cornelison. Grace Cresswell. Chloe Curtin. Madison D'Annunzio. Dylan Dayrit. Jacob Delgado. Hannah Dennison. And Gianna Di Bautista.
Alexander Dickerman. Sean Droger. Luke Eller. Alexandra Elsner. Lindsay Eback. Nicholas Flores. Ella Friday. Allison Garvey. Nathan George. Madeline Goncharowski. Emmeline Goncharowski. Neil Goebel. Ryan Greaves. Allison Guarino. Gayatri Gumaste. Joyce Hannah Allo. Elsa Heacock. Sarah Hines. Anna Hornbuckle. Bruce Sway. Lucas Hummel. Jordan Jacoby. Nang Jen. Annabelle Jolk.
Liana Kabir. Christian Kakarov. Arhan Paul. Brielle Kevich. Farian Kandikar. Naman Kandawal. Sophia King. Madison Knight. Sydney Kohler. Leah Coons. Rochelle Kratz. Natalie Kufler. Sumit Laha. Kennedy Lynn. Emma Lorch. Alexis Bluel. Tyler Marks. Madison McLoyne. Brooke McPike. Samuel McVeigh. Evelyn Mejia. Sienna Miller. Caitlin Molnar. Chloe Moore. Taylor Mungan. Manya Natakala. Joseph Noonamaker. Zeynep Oyuz. Noah Ott. Nandita Paila. Akanksha Palod. Ishan Patel. Sajani Patel. Abbas Pira. Avery Porter. Cole Prosciutti.
Anna Bresa. Ethan Ramon. Madeline Ritter. Nadia Sabir. Angelina Sacchetti. Zachary Ryder. Thomas Santamaria. Melina Sawyers. Sarah Shem. Mayank Sengupta. Pragya Seth. Ramona Shekar. Sai Shatar. Tarneet Singh. Taranveer Singh. Harjis Singh. Aryan Shrivastava. Azar Abbas Syed. Catherine Taylor. Zoe Tran. Leanna Tran. Sarah Trimble. Vaishnavi Batsal. Isabel Voigt. Caitlin Wasco. Leah Watson. Max Wolf. Sally Shu. Ayan Zaman. Aaron Zimmerman. Will the new inductees please raise your right hand and repeat the pledge? I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands, and will maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Thank you all for attending our NHS induction ceremony. In just a moment, the new inductees will recess, after which you are all invited to join us in the cafeteria for a reception in their honor. Before doing so, please join me once again in applauding all of our new Honor Society members. Thank you. And now, will everyone please stand as our newest members of the National Honor Society